now that we've taken a look at the initial surface appearance, everything looks nice. What I want to do is kind of switch gears and show you how I look at surface performance. And I'm going to change things up a little bit. I'm going to go into the surface here, and I'm going to get rid of the wireframe in plan view, and then I want to get my slope arrows in. And then also at this point, I can shut off the tenth of a foot contours because it's really not going to help me much in my views of what's going on here. So these are kind of the raw slope arrows that show me what's going on. Now sometimes I'll bring in uh, the coordinate scroll with elevations, but that's not going to help us too awful much because it's not it's not a big deal. We're not hunting elevations. If I had the PDF up behind it, then that might make it easier to kind of see if I'm hitting elevations that I was looking for. That would make life easier. As you see here, I've got the PDF up in the background, so I could kind of chase elevations and see if I wanted them. It's really not a big deal, but it's sometimes a good tool. So what I'll do is just bring up that coordinate scroll here and uh, take a look at what we've got. And you can see that I can hit my elevations and kind of convince myself that I've done the right thing and these are all good. It's beneficial sometimes. So what we're after is making sure that we chase water out of these areas for potential puddles, that we've got good slopes coming out here, that things are moving in the direction we want them to. Now all the water is kind of getting chased down in this direction here because this is the main drainage here, and this is um, additional parking to an area that's already got a lot going on. So there's a lot of existing here, and this is kind of a surgical project. You can see there's a roadway coming in here. They're kind of combining into this. So with that being said, you've got to be real careful with what's happening around and kind of respect that. So what we've done is uh, this client does fly drones. We're getting a drone topo, and what we will do is incorporate the surface we made into what's happening. And let's just see if this daylight is actually good. This is another area of drainage where we're kind of picking some stuff off here in the northern end. And one of the reasons is this is a handicap parking area, so this runs flat right across this sidewalk area here, and we're taking that water and moving it down this way. So I want to make sure that if this swale does go in, it works and it joins in with whatever's happening down here. So we want to make sure that we've got a good daylight line, and incorporating that drone topo into this is going to work. Sidewalks, let's talk about that. We've got sidewalks all through here. We want to check the cross slope, make sure it's okay, that everything is working well. They might have designed these a little bit flatter than a normal sidewalk. Yeah, see, it's right at 2% here, so that's good. And you'll see if I take and kind of cut my slope, look at the percentage down at the bottom. You'll see that it's changing from 1.5%, and if I slope up, it'll actually get more extreme. So if you're going to do those, check those cross slopes, make sure that you've got that just right. Now, we're holding these at 2% per the client's request, so that's fine. They know that that's the max they can do, and a lot of times they'll just give it another tap to kind of bring those forms down a little bit to keep the slope under 2%. So we've got good handicap areas. We're moving water through here. As I stated in the last video, this was a problem area. We kind of pulled water here, and you can see it's trying to be a mess, but we're getting it around this corner. We ran some calcs, and it's going to work fine. We're coming here. We're chasing everything into this corner. Now, we come down. There's a flume here. There's a splash pad, and then we come to a low flow channel, and then we're picking up here at an inlet and running it through the bank here and into another splash pad. Here's an outlet, and it comes in here and joins drainage. This red line is just, I think they're bales or something that are going to, at least as an interim storm prevention, they've got some of these things in here. So we've got some initial grading work that's done because, again, it is an existing site. So there's a lot of this work to be done. And I think we've got construction entry here, and a couple other things. Yeah, there's some swales here that they put in, some straw bales that are put here to kind of protect erosion and satisfy the erosion control plans that accompany these grading plans. So it's almost a two-step operation, but they wanted these in the final grading iteration of this. All in all, the job's going to perform well. It's going to look nice, and this will allow you to use this process to verify that a job, number one, looks good, and number two, performs well. Thanks. Any questions, please contact me. I appreciate all the emails and positive comments. Thanks.